What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. A beautiful day. A beautiful day. Yo, 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 yo. This is Egovin the Dutch TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you guys are watching me from. Oh, I welcome you all in the name of Jesus. I welcome you all to Egovin the Dutch TV. Thank you everyone that is sharing my videos. Thank you everyone that is making it possible for this video to go viral. And please share among your friends. Also like and subscribe if you are just new in this channel. Please subscribe and click the notification button. So whenever I post a new video, you just get it straight away. You know, guys, please let's share this video. Let's keep on liking the video so YouTube can be able to recommend it for other people to watch. Please, let's do that. It does not take you anything for you to just share the video or like or comment on it. You know, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for your comments. But the last one, the comment was so few, but it's okay. We'll get there gradually. Slowly we'll get there. Okay, today is a new episode. I'm going to be talking about this new slogan that is everywhere, mostly in my country, Nigeria, even everywhere, even in the UK, everywhere people are saying it. You know, people just say when a guy meets a woman or they ask the lady, what can you bring to the table? What can you offer to the table? Honestly speaking, I think this is a new kind of slogan. What would I call this kind of slogan? Is it a slogan? I think this is a very big, huge mistake that this young generation is actually making, because it does not add up. You know, it does not make no sense. You know, you can't really tell the future by listening to what somebody is going to offer or bring to the table, because somebody can, if you ask a lady, what do you have to offer? What can you bring to the table? The lady can easily tell you, I'll do 50-50. What if she comes in and she can't even do 10? What happens? You chase her away. What if she lies to come into the relationship by telling you what she can offer and she cannot actually offer it? But this is what I have to tell you guys today. This is a piece of advice. I hope it meets the right people who are actually seeking, looking for their love, or looking for someone they are going to live their life with. You know, honestly speaking, if someone is coming into your life, you don't even know what the future is going to bring. Like I'll rightly say, like if you see Dangote now or these rich men, they don't even ask a woman, what do you have to bring on the table? You know, but I know they all started from the beginning. You know, but what I'm trying to say is this: if you are a young man, you are searching for a woman that is going to be bringing something to the table, I think you are making a very huge mistake. This is what you are actually supposed to be looking at, the future. The future lies in the hands of both of you. What if you meet a woman who does not have nothing? She does not have a job, she does not have whatever she's doing. And you, by the special grace of God, God has given you the opportunity to be up ahead of her. You have some little money. You can start her up with a business. And that business is actually going to bring something to the table. What am I saying? You, first of all, as a man, you have to create a table before food and whatnot can come on the table. You can't just be looking for a table, looking for something that is going to come to the table when the table is not prepared. As a man, you need to prepare the table. When you prepare the table, then you watch and see if there will be no food in golden plates in front of you to eat. What am I saying? What are these tables we are talking about? We are talking about financial help, financial support. You know, I know of a young man, is my friend. We grew up together. We live in the same neighborhood. I was just talking to him last week, and he said, this January and February has been so tough, but thank God I set my wife up with a very good business, and she's doing well. She paid the house rent and she paid the school fees. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. He said, thank God that I set my wife up. Her business is booming. She paid the school fees of the children, and she actually paid the house rent for this January. I'm talking about this year right now. This discussion was just last week. And this prompts me to come out here today to tell you young fools who are watching me that listen, it is not all about asking a young lady what you have to offer. What can you bring to the table? That is just vodka. It is just saying, anybody can say anything. That does not mean it's going to happen. A young lady can just tell you, oh, okay, don't worry, I'll be supporting for school fees. Is she going to do it? No, you don't know if she's going to actually do it. But this thing has to come in an accordance by you, first of all, setting the table as a young man. That brings me back to what I was saying initially. You as a young man, if you have a woman friend or a girlfriend, both of you are going to sit down together, not even discussing about financial thing now. Because the financial one is actually going to come unexpectedly. Because this is something that has to do with destiny, that has to do with your future. Definitely it's going to come. Nobody is lazy. And nobody does not want to do anything unless that woman does not have interest in that family or does not have interest in the relationship. That's the only way she'll be doing something else while she's supposed to be doing something inside the house. Honestly, if that woman is not doing anything, she doesn't have a job, and you love that woman, and you know in your heart, because first and foremost, you need to understand one thing. Don't just rush into something because she has something to offer. You must try and understand one thing. This is a long-term process. It's not a short-term process. This is not something that you are just going to go and do and get out of that place. You need to stay there for a very long time. So you must first of all consider that one first. That is the first thing you have to consider, that you are going into a long-term agreement, a very long one, for better, for worse, long-term agreement. Eventually, that table you are even talking about, bringing something to the table, God can even bless you, and you just find out that you are so rich and you don't even know what to do with money. You won't be even asking her again, what can she bring to the table? That one will just be a thing of the past. But if you are actually putting that in your mind to be searching for women, saying, oh, what can she bring to the table? Oh, what is it? Is it your body that he wants to bring to the table? No, I don't need that. I need financial support. Listen, that is going to go down. It's going to actually go down. That is, you are traveling in the road that never ends. First and foremost, you have to settle with that lady or with the woman that you think is better for you because you know better. And then you have to think about the future. If she is not the working type, you just ask her, can you do business? What kind of business can you do? If you have money, you fix her up. And actually, let me tell you, for free, this is really, really, really 100% true. If you set that woman up, unless that woman don't know her left and right, if it is a woman that actually loves you and know the left and right and love the family, immediately you set her up, that is your table. That is your table in front of you. And believe me or not, she is going to bring food to that table that has golden colors. Honestly, even what you are even expecting, she will even do more. She will do more. She will absolutely do more. That is you as a man setting the table. Because if you don't set the table, how can you be asking somebody if there is no food in the table? Okay, if you meet a working class lady who is already working and also you are working, yes, two of you can come together. You don't need to tell her. Somebody who actually loves you and wants to build a family, you don't need to ask her what she's going to bring to the table. She's definitely going to bring something huge to the table. Look, let me tell you, it is not only money that matters. There are a lot of things that a woman can bring to the table. Women can bring you peace. They can bring you joy. They can bring you happiness. They take care of your children. That is a lot of job. And they give you their body. So many things. Because if a woman gives you 50% and you put 50%, and that house, you cannot sleep in that house, at night, I don't know what is the usefulness of the 50%. Even if she gives you 100% of her total income, and yet you cannot sleep in that house, and yet you cannot find happiness, and yet there is no joy, what is the usefulness of the 100% or 50% that she's giving? It's nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. You see? So that is where the problem is. The problem is not what she's going to bring to the table. The problem is you setting up the table. Because when you set up that table, definitely, I promise you, 100% she's going to bring you a golden plate, a golden spoon, and a golden cup on that table. For the women that know what they want to, not all women. Some women, you will set them up. The only thing they know how to do is to buy straight weave-on, buy clothes and fix eyelashes. They are not even interested in what is happening in the family. I'm not talking about that kind of women. And you also, as a man, before you go and involve yourself with that kind of a woman, you also, you know, from your relationship or from your friendship, you already know that this one, in head, the twist, in head, not there for house. So there is no way. It is only you that will be forcing yourself into that relationship. She is not there. So when she is not there, don't even try to prepare any table because she's not interested in the table. I'm not talking about those kind of shafts. No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the good ones. And the good ones are very easy to search too. It depends on you. Psychologically, you can read people. And also, the most important thing, when you have a partner, like you have a girlfriend or you have a boyfriend, you can also pray for God to give you a revelation or for God to give you a clear vision or for God to give you a clear direction, on what to do. Because these days, we have so many women who love too much money. Everybody loves money. But these days, life has changed. It's not like before, like in our fathers or our mothers' days. Even my own time was not even like that. In my own time, in fact, all we just think about is how to make the future great. But these days, people just want to take it fast, quick. The other day, I was watching one show on YouTube, and they were asking the girl was asking the guy who was asking her out. He said, "What can you be paying me every month?" I don't understand. You are going into a relationship and you are asking the guy what he is going to be paying you every month. I don't understand. Are you now pay and go service? People don't even think about the future anymore. I was speaking to a young lady one day. She told me, she said, I and my husband struggle very hard to get to this level that we are today. When I met my husband was nothing. People were laughing at me because they thought I was crazy going out with somebody who does not have a future, who doesn't even have a permanent job, who is not even educated. But I stood with him because I saw a light on him. You understand what I'm saying? He said, I saw a light on him. I knew if I stand with this man, something is going to happen in the future. Actually, look at us today. We are rich. I was having this conversation, I think it was like last month. What actually interests me in that conversation is she's standing beside her man when that man was nothing, because she knew that in the future there will be a better thing coming up in the future. And actually, those better things that she dreamt of, that she saw in her revelation, actually came forth. Now she's happy. They have more than 4 houses here in Canada. They have a good business. They have a car rent business. But this guy was nothing when he met this guy. Then we start to talk about this young generation. These guys, they just meet a man today. Look, I want both straight weave-on. I want curving weave-on. I want shaking in the mountain weave-on. I want to do my nails. I want to do my hair. They bring all kinds of responsibility that doesn't even make no sense. And then they chase the man away. If you even look at it, these young generations, they don't even want to marry anymore. They just want to flex all their life. They want to be in Dubai. They want to be in America. They want to be in Malaysia. They just want to be flexing. Maybe they'll just, at the end of the day, have one baby and they want to be single mothers. They are good to go. They don't even care. As long as they can drive a good car and they are in their house, they are good to go. The world has turned into something else that I don't even understand anymore. That is why guys are even now saying, what can you offer? But it's a wrong slogan. Honestly, it does not make no sense. Asking a woman what she can bring to the table is not going to change the reality of life. It's not going to actually bring that food that you want in the table. Because that is not the reality of life. You asking questions, if you ask questions, anybody can give you any answer. And then you go into the relationship. That is why you see a lot of relationship today is just hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out. Because relationship that is based on lies, the relationship that is based on a sounding foundation can never last. The other day I was watching the same episode from one popular YouTuber in Nigeria. They were asking the guy. The guy said, "Oh, all the things she was telling me, I just find out is a lie." What are the things? That I have a salon, that I can provide 50%, I can do this. But the guy just found out everything is a lie. Heavy bobo. That is exactly what I just said. All these things are verbal. Anybody can tell you anything to get to you, to get what they want. But actually, the reality of life is inside both of you. The reality of life is inside both of you. You go into the relationship first. Instead of you asking, what can you offer, what can you not offer? Go into the relationship first. Before you go into that relationship, make sure you pray over it. Make sure you pray over it and make sure that relationship is going to be healthy, that God approve it. When God approves that relationship, forget about what she's going to bring. A good woman will bring even more than 100% for you. Even a woman giving you happiness, joy, and peace in your marriage is enough. You don't even need money from her. You don't need anything. Because if she gives you those three things, joy, happiness, and peace in your marriage, you as a man, let me tell you, when a man is happy in his marriage, when a man has joy in his marriage, if he's driving to work, he's singing. He doesn't even need a music from the car. He will sing with his mouth and be rejoicing. When he gets to the office, everybody will wonder, why is this boss? Why is he always happy? It's because the house is okay, the house is not on fire. Because the woman has given him joy, happiness, and peace. Even if they don't even have money, they will even manage to drink garri. Why? Because there is joy, happiness, and peace. That alone is enough for the table. Talk less of you even setting the table for her, and then she can have something doing. Tell me why that woman that gives you happiness and peace will not carry everything and put it on the table for you and for your children. You know, look, young generation, if you are out there watching this YouTube video, what can you bring to the table is not the question. It's not the question at all. It's not. I've seen so many relationships that women would prefer to spend their money for themselves, even for something else that does not make any sense, while the man will be working day and night endlessly. Endlessly. The woman will not bring one single thing. I have seen it even here in Canada. I've seen it. The man will be pretending he wants to die. You know, it's not by saying it, oh, okay, my wife says she'll be bringing 50%. At the end of the day, you go into that marriage, you will not see any 50%. She will just tell you are the man of the house. If you cannot take care of the house, forget about it. Their marriage break. Marriage scatter. That is what is going on. That's why you see a lot of marriages today. They don't last. Ask them actually what is going on. What is the problem? Why are they quarreling? They will just tell you singularly, oh, listen, this woman, she don't want to assist me. She don't want to do, because if you go into a relationship, into marriage with so many wants, with this idea of how will I say it? With this idea of I owe you, like this, you have to do this thing, you will become a failure. You will become a failure. Honestly, you become a failure. So if you're going into a relationship or you are going into a marriage, it's because you have that mindset of she's going to bring 50%, I'm going to bring 50%, then we'll journey together. And if that 50% not happen, what happens to the marriage? That marriage will break up because you as a man, you become a talkative. You'll be talking everywhere. You'll be singing music everywhere. You become very angry. You go to work, you are angry. You go to work, you are angry. When you see people on the street, you want to fight them because you are frustrated, because what you actually plan or what you actually arrange is not working the way you arranged it. Yes, now. That's how it's going to be. Don't expect anything. Don't expect anything from a woman. Be yourself and let God arrange your relationship for you. Let me tell you, if you are not expecting anything from a woman, that woman will just sit down. Let me tell you, you will go to work, before you come back, food is ready. You didn't drop money, she will make the food. One day you'll be coming for her, she say, honey, I just finished paying the school fees, so don't pay her, paid the school fees already. You'll be wondering, what is wrong with this woman? But it's okay, thank God though. Because you create a good table. You create a good table. You don't have that intention, that motive of like she must do this, she must do. Look, this life that we are, you don't need to press people. Let people be. Let people be. Let this woman just be. Let the man be. At the end of the day, you see, you all will be driving the same ship in the same direction. Your ship will be moving in the same direction. At the time you calculate too much. Okay, like for instance, let's take for instance Nigeria. I don't know why Nigerian people are now comparing themselves with these UK people and people living abroad. It does not make no sense, because this in Nigeria, you just pay house rent in 1 year, and that is it. And then you pay school fees normally. Like abroad, every month you pay house rent. So many bills. Like in Nigeria, you can be a businessman and the woman can be a businesswoman. You don't need to go and work in the office. You don't need to work for anybody, because when you work for somebody, definitely your salary is fixed. It's fixed. Let me tell you for free, most people in Nigeria, they are better off than people living abroad. Better off living than people in abroad. It's just that people in abroad, this facility is there that you can make money, you can, every day you know where you are going to, or maybe you can work and pay your bill. It's just suffering and smiling sometimes. It's not everybody, but some. In Nigeria, you see a woman selling pepper, selling tomatoes, selling this. At the end of the day, they will train their children very well. They will even send them abroad to go to school there. You understand? In abroad here, secondary school and primary school, you don't pay for school fees. Mostly government schools. You don't pay for school fees. But in Nigeria, people pay for school fees. You pay for house 1 year, you are okay for the whole 1 year. You don't need to worry about house rent anymore. Tell me if you set up your wife this is what we call, this is not a girlfriend, this is a wife. Somebody that you have a long time agreement with. You just set her up. Why would she not bring something to the table? She would definitely bring something to the table. Let me tell you, if you go to Nigeria today, most women are even surviving their home. Super women. God bless those women. They survive their home. They are the ones taking care of their home, as I'm talking to you now. In Nigeria, some men, they don't even have job anymore, but women has taken responsibility, feeding the home, taking care of children, taking care of the house, pending when that man will bounce back to his feet. You see? But it's the same women that you say, oh, what can she bring to the table? But you never can tell what will happen in the future. You never can tell what will happen in the future, because the future is not in your hands. It is in the hands of God Almighty. Please, my brothers, if you want to marry, you need a better woman. Pray for God to give you a better woman. If God gives you a better woman, you don't need this new slogan. What can you bring to the table? What can you offer? What do you have to bring to the table? Because when my father was marrying my mother, my father did not ask, what can she bring to the table? When my father had misfortune, my mother stood for the family. My mother even paid school fees, buy uniform for us. Even at that, my father was having money to take care of us. My mother was also supporting. Food will never lack in that house. Set up your woman. If you love her, set her up. Create that table so that she can bring the food that you actually need on that table with a glass plate, a glass cup, and a glass spoon. A golden spoon for that matter. She will make you become her king. She will make you become her Lord. Create that avenue. Set your woman up. So many women today are in Nigeria, their husbands set them up. Otodela today, do you know his story? Dangote today, do you know his story? 70% or 75% of men in Nigeria set their woman up. Some of them set their woman up. Their woman even became more better off than them, but they are still living together. So young folks, if you are there looking for somebody, what is somebody going to bring to the table when you don't have a table? Look, you are moving to the wrong direction. You are heading to doom. You are heading to doom. You just know that you are going to keep on counting marriages, divorce marriages, divorce marriages. I was speaking to my mother the other day. She said, son, listen, I don't even know what is going on in this country anymore. All the women, all the girls in our neighborhood that went out for marriage, they are all back to their house. They are all back to their father's house. She was telling me she doesn't even know what is going on. Marriages don't work these days because marriages with expectation. With expectation. You just sit down there and begin to expect. Don't sit down and expect anything from anybody. Go into a relationship or marriage with love and then start to pray. And then start to do something, even if it is little. Even if it takes your husband to share the money into two and say, my wife, hold this part, start to do business, open one business so that we have something coming out from there. So that this side, something will be coming out from there. Then you as a man, you have created the table. You don't have a table and you want her to bring something to the table. First of all, bring her in if she is good. That is what I said. If she's a good woman, you already know that she's a good woman. Bring her in. If she does not have a table, set a table for her. Then you see what she can provide. You see the kind of dishes that should be given to you as a man. I have told you 3 things, 3 good things that you actually need in your marriage before any other thing can come. Peace, happiness, and joy. I tell you, when you have these 3 things, if you have these 3 things in your marriage, there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. Because if your heart is full of happiness, good things will come. But if you're always fighting, quarreling, this and that, before you know what is that relationship will just broke. For no reason. So many relationships today, half, everywhere. Single mother, single father, single papa, single mother, everywhere. Everywhere, because they go into that relationship with expectation. They go into that relationship with so many demands. And when those demands and those expectations are not met, then there's war in the house. There is no more peace. There's no more peace. That is what is causing most of this divorce today. Most of the divorce. Nagging, fighting, here and there. Young folks, this is my just a little advice to everyone. Please If you want something to come to the table, create the table. Create the table and let something come on the table. If you don't have a table, don't ask for one. Don't ask for anything. And if you cannot create a table, don't ask for anything. Don't go into a relationship with so much expectation. Don't go there. Because I will give you 50% of what we are going to be doing in the house. I'll give you 30%. I'll give you 40%. It's just verbal. It's just me saying. It might not happen. So don't go and be expecting that, already, okay, 50% is coming from here, 50% is coming from me, then we can move forward. If you have this so much expectation, then at the end of the day, you might be a loser. I'm not saying you are going to be a loser. You might be a loser. You might be a loser. Please, this is where I'm going to end this video. I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. And think about it. Mostly you young guys. Even the married couples. Let me just throw a little light in 1 minute. Even the married couples that are watching. Let me tell you, when you have too many expectations from your husband or from your wife, at the end of the day, there'll be too many fightings in the house. Women are very, very intelligent, very intellectual. God has blessed them with so much wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Women, they are supernatural human beings. Women, you don't understand. God has blessed them heavily, mightily. I tell you, just give a woman this pen, she will create it to become one pen. She will create it to become 50 for you. She will create it to become 50 for you. Supernatural women that God has blessed and sent into this world. So if you are a married man, you have not tapped into the resources of your wife, you are lacking. That is why you don't know what you are doing. That is why you are always fighting in the house. You don't have understanding. First of all, tap into our resources. How do you tap into our resources? That comes back to what we have been saying. Create a table. Create a table. Create a table. You don't actually need to tell a woman, okay, bring half of her strength, bring half of light bill, bring half of gas bill, bring children's school fees. No, you don't need that now. Even you going to work in the morning, she is at home calculating all those things on behalf of you. She knows. If she is actually working, a good woman, you see what she will do. Before you come back, she will take care of those things for you. That's why you will see better woman. The husband will just buy a car and say, my wife, take this car. My wife, take these jewelries. My wife, take this gift. My wife, take this check. Do you think it's because her body is so sweet? No, it's not. Every woman is sweet. That is not the case. It is because of the joy, happiness, the peace that is in the life of that man. And the things that woman is contributing, not just financial one, into the life of that family. The man will derive so much joy in his heart, and he will want to turn the heaven down for that woman. They will say, if they use jazz for him, not be jazz. Any man that does not have peace in his house, honestly, is a half-dead human being. Because he might just be driving on the way, he will just have an accident and die. He is always quarreling with everybody he met on the street. Why? Because he does not have peace in his heart. There's no joy in his heart. This is a story for another day. This is what we are going to be teaching for another day. Let's just end this one here today so that it will not be too long. What's the time now? This is like 34 minutes. Let's end this one. So guys, young folks, please don't ask a woman what can she bring to the table. That is not the question, because that is just verbal. She can tell you anything. Walk into the marriage with the Spirit of God, with the understanding of God. Then, if there is no table there, create a table. You are the man. Create a table. And when you actually create that table, God is going to answer your prayers. Thank you so much. Please, lest I forget, like this video. Like this video. A lot of people, I don't know if you don't register your email on your YouTube. Please register your email on your YouTube. Okay, register it so that you can like, you can add messages. Okay, like now. Even if you like, I will not know it is you. Whether some people are just watching and don't want me to know. Don't worry. When I'll start hitting 500,000 views, 1 million views, you'll be left aside. Honestly, you'll be left aside. Many are called, few are choosing. I know a lot of people are just sitting down there and looking at, we'll see where it's going to end up. Don't worry. You'll be there, and you'll be there, and you'll be there, and you'll be there. You'll see where I will end up when I'll hit 1 million views. Guys, please let us hit 5,000 subscribers. 5,000 subscribers before my birthday in April. Let's hit 5,000 subscribers. I'm not asking for too much now, at least 5,000 subscribers. Guys, please share this video with one another. Okay, let them subscribe. Okay, like, keep on liking so that YouTube can subscribe it like I said initially. Thank you guys. God bless you and stay blessed. It's Valentine. It's Valentine. It's Valentine. This is why I'm giving you this message. It's Valentine. So this is the time for love. This is the time for giving. This is the time for hugging. This is the time for sharing love together. Don't forget, don't go and be asking, what do you have to offer? What can you bring to the table? What can you bring? No. You don't need all those ones. Let's love one another and show more peace. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.